So I decided, you know what, I'm going to take this and I'm going to craft myself a great partner. And I spent 7 days writing about exactly the kind of man I'd like to meet. His physical qualities, intellectual, where he was at financially in his life, spiritually, all the way down to I hope he loves dogs and I hope he has dark hair and dark eyes because I'm so attracted to men with dark hair and dark eyes. My prayer is always, to God, please allow this or something greater to occur. Please, if this isn't in my highest and best interest, that's okay. Don't let it happen then. But please may this or something greater occur that supports my highest and best interest. So every day I worked on this list, and then at the end of 7 days I gave it to a close friend and I said, here, have I missed anything? Because you're always going to miss something. And I did, and she helped me to, really tighten up the list. And then I created a treasure map, something I've taught for years, and I took a big poster board and I started to take pictures of men that I thought were attractive out of magazines that kind of fit that profile, and men with dogs, and men engaged in the kinds of things that I like to do, and just this board, sort of like a storyboard of what my life would look like if I were in love with my perfect mate. One night I was sitting in my apartment with a girlfriend of mine who was an actress, and she was going through a magazine that had personal ads in it. And she was reading the different personal ads with different accents as part of her acting training. So she gave it to me and she said, here, you try with an Italian accent. And I suck at that. So I said, I'd open up the magazine and I'd start to read this one ad and I say to her, oh my God, this is an amazing ad. She said, read it to me. And I read it to her and I said, wow, there was something about it that just really hit me. And she said, call it. I said, absolutely not. I'm not calling a personal ad. Are you kidding me? She said, I dare you to call it. I said, no way, I'm not doing it. So I put the magazine down. Every day for 4 days, I picked up that magazine in my apartment and I read that ad. And on the 5th day, I remembered affirmations plus action creates miracles. And I remember where I was standing. I remember the exact phone I used. I picked up the phone and I dialed the box number on the ad. And before I said anything into the recording, I said out loud, this is my prayer to the universe. I'm ready to meet somebody important in my life. I don't know whether it's this person or not, but this phone call is my willingness to take action to make that happen. 2 days later, Michael called. I love the name Michael, by the way, as well. And he called to respond to the ad. And we spoke by phone. I was so nervous. Talked by phone. He sent me his photo, I sent him mine. On the day that we were supposed to meet for dinner, I went to the post office and his photo never arrived. And I thought to myself, God, should I cancel the date and wait for the photo? And I said, nah, just go. And I walked to I went to the restaurant where I was to meet him, and he walked through the door, and I'll never forget, he walked through the door and I thought, please God, let that be him. And he walked up to me and he went, Cheryl, and here I was, this professional speaker, right, this like all-together woman, and I went, Michael? Like a little girl. And that night was the first time in my life where I couldn't catch my breath through the whole dinner. As a matter of fact, he started making fun of me. And as I got to know him, I realized he met just about everything on my list except cooking. I forgot to put a man that cooks on my list, which I really want to go on record as saying is an important thing if you don't cook, but no. But honest to God, so that was 13 years ago. And I knew this was the man I was going to marry. It was the best day of my life to marry him. It could make me cry just thinking about it. And that was a powerful example of having a strong affirmation, really being clear about what it is you want, being willing to take the actions to make it happen. And, by the way, really investing in how I needed to grow in order to match that list. And I got, that's what a soulmate really is. And that's, when I look at all of the things that have occurred in my life as a result of my intentions, that's the best one.